Yup, yup. Once again, this is Emperor Lou. I'm here responding to my man, Dr. BOA. You know what I mean? Respectfully so. I'm doing reaction of him responding to Jim Jones and his beautiful mom. They're playing house. What a nasty boy, and nasty girl. Ah, yeah, real kinky.
Navigating all of the many trials and tribulations, as well as the obstacles that could turn out to be insurmountable obstacles that a man might face in this world. But what she can teach you and should teach you: how to cook for yourself, how to clean for yourself, how to care for yourself, how to be responsible for taking on the onus of being a provider.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some things that she should never teach you.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, in the inner city environment, there are no lines. Anything can be taught to you. And what Jim Jones says his mother taught him is surprising to you if you're not from that environment. But let's be realistic. When you think about the song, Brenda's Got a Baby, the Pac song, I'll link it in the description. Y'all go listen to this song, listen to the lyrics. In the inner city, anything goes.
Oh, you heard that?
Because nobody's going to tell anything.
What did your mom tell you about sex when you were young?
She told me everything about sex.
Like what?
My first condoms, shit like that. My mom taught me how to kiss when I was younger.
What did she tell you to do?
She told me how to tongue kiss when I was younger.
Like, what's the instructions?
It wasn't no instructions. She showed me with her mouth. Like she
kissed you?
It's my mother.
No, I'm just okay.
Wow, he said, like, he's blushing over that shit. His face light up. Okay.
My parents barely kissed me on the cheek.
No, my mom she showed me how to tongue kiss when I was younger. Remember, my mom was 17. She's a baby. Look at all the babies that's having babies now, and look how they act with their babies. It's like they have a little sister or a little brother more than they have.
Did you think tongue kissing was nasty at first? Because the first time somebody tried to tongue kiss me, I thought it was so disgusting.
The first time I tongue kissed a girl, yeah.
I was like, oh, you spit.
My mom's, it didn't faze me. The first time I tongue kissed a girl, I was blown.
Of course, Jim bounced back and tried to jump in and defend what he said, but you have to, because
he put his mom in Front Street, technically he can't snitch of the in-house secret. Wow. Boy.
When you say it with such a sense of normalcy, that means in your mind, it's okay to speak about it. Now, granted, we do live in a society that has perpetuated that you could do and be and say whatever you want to say. But that's for everybody but masculine men. You can't do it. You can't say something like this and then it be okay, because then you put your mom on Front Street. And so Jim has no choice but to jump out and defend his mom's name and his mom's honor, because he's the one who put it out there in the first place. But this doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
Well, exactly.
See, what you have to understand is this. In a household without the guidance and leadership of a man, it's going to be led from the perspective of a woman.
Yep.
And deep down inside, under the surface of all of this, I'm so independent, I'm such a boss, and I can do everything I want to do. Under the surface of all of that, what lies within a woman's psyche, within her spirit, within her being, is to be a helpmeet and a pleaser of a man. So it's always going to some kind of way get back to pleasure. It's always going to get back to the basic carnal interaction between man and woman. So some of the most valuable information your mom thinks she gave you is how to interact with women. Whether it's good or bad, whether it's be a simp or whether it's be a Mac, whatever it is, some of the most valuable information she thinks she has to give you is your interaction with women.
Yep,
now, what this means when Jim says this is that somewhere along the line, the importance of being able to physically please a woman became a priority. Now, here's the thing with that. That doesn't have any power. You give the power to a woman when you serve her. When you serve with the intent of pleasing, you give the power to whoever that person is that you're attempting to please. Now, we don't look at it that way when it comes to interacting with women, but if I put you on a plantation back in the 1700s, yes, you would understand it. Well, it's the same thing. A mindset of servitude is a mindset of servitude. It doesn't matter who you're serving.
Servitude.
The results of that servitude or the methods used to possibly force that servitude are different. But if you're doing it willingly, then servitude is servitude. And the long standing effect of something like this is that it puts a man in a situation where he doesn't believe it's wrong to teach his children these same things. Look how Dame Dash used to kiss his son on the lips. Nothing with any ill intent. He just thought it was normal. For him, it was okay. But why was it okay? Because I guarantee you his dad didn't teach him that. It just goes to show you that some of the things that a woman will teach you, although they're not wrong in the woman's mind, in the large scheme of things, when you think of from a logical masculine perspective, they aren't right. So Jim has to come and defend his mom because his mom is on TV now on a reality show with them. And you know, she has to feel the effects of social media coming down on her for this. And the thing is, no one would have ever spoken on it if Jim hadn't spoken on it first. See, as a man, you got to learn how to guard your grill.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to keep some things to yourself. See, we live in a society where they say, well, as a man.
Yep. Totally agree. Like I say, like, I don't support that. I don't endorse that. But whatever goes on in the family, whether it's right or wrong, in the eyes of Jehovah, you just keep that shit, man. You keep that, but you put on Front Street, all right? That's you put on Front Street, whatever. I mean, okay, shit. So, as I say, me over here, I'm good because our mom was more on a gangster side. My mom was more rough. Affectionate, get a hug. I might get a hug once in the fucking blue. I'll be lucky to get a hug. So, since it's good for me, it paid off for me. But also, my mom gave me an inside secret of woman nature. That's one thing I'll never forget. I already shared that with most of my boys, but I'll never share it with a girl. Well, other than my sisters, because my sisters is her daughters. So I told them what mom told me, man, because I'm the youngest, I'm the baby boy, or all the boys she have. Or my brothers, I'm the youngest boy. So my mom put me on. Way before the P game, before the PI game, all the stuff, my mom put me on. In my early 20s. From then, I started becoming on the next level, slowly but surely. After that, slowly but surely. Come from blue pill, purple pill, and then it came up. Okay? Yep. That's it. Me, I share the secret among my boys only. Other men. But the girls I'm dealing with, I will never tell them what my mom told me, all right, about woman. Straight up.
Man, you got to tell everybody everything. You got to be an open book. Man, nobody never told us to be an open book. You don't tell people your secrets, man. You don't tell people things, man, that should be kept under wraps. It don't make you real to just openly expose yourself in every kind of way. That makes you a sucker.
Yep.
Some things shouldn't be shared.
You be exposed.
Not publicly.
You're exposed to the world.
There are some people who've gone through things and they go online and share. Why? You go get you some therapy. You're not going to get no therapy on social media.
Boy.
But once you put something out there, it's out there. And you got to deal with the consequences of it.
Yep.
Now you ask yourself, what kind of things is a young man in that environment taught that he just isn't going to open his mouth about? Because I can tell you some of mine. And it makes what Jim Jones saying seems like choir rehearsal. I've learned some things. And it hasn't always been in a way that's legally accepted or that's at the very least accepted in the court of public opinion. But that's just the way it is in that environment. And that's why I say in that environment, the main thing you could do in that environment is to find the people who want to be out of it, the people who are thriving in that environment in spite of the conditions and circumstances, and pull them out of there. Because if you're in that environment from the time you're born to the time you become an adult, you're going to have some things that happen to you that are going to leave you scarred, whether you recognize the scars or not. Now, Jim Jones may not recognize the scar from this, but I guarantee you there's a scar from this. I can guarantee it. And the problem is you become an adult man or woman and you still have these same scars. And you've learned how to perpetuate those scars as positive energy, which will cause you to just open up and say this.
Right.
Which, when you really think about it on the surface, is really foul.
Yep.
It's really a foul thing to say.
That's foul.
My mom taught me how to smooch. Not by showing me a video, not by showing me something, not by showing me her and my dad, by actually smooching me. Let's be honest, man. There's an environment that's created by design to make sure that there are no male role models, positive male role figures, strong masculine men in the environment. And the inner city is that environment. So I heard someone talking to me, someone was talking to me the other day, man, and they were saying, well, men in the inner city, they go out and they get exposed to all that masculine energy on the streets. I'd be like, there ain't no masculine energy on the streets.
Nope.
No one taught those guys how to be men.
Yep.
That's why everything is based on emotion. Ooh, I'm mad.
Yeah. Masculine street, it's a bunch of hyper masculine, very emotional. That's why a lot of dudes, that's why a lot of young dudes right now is shooting other guys like life don't mean nothing. It's all based on emotions. And it's like emotions, or it's more like a gun. A gun is in the hands of emotions. That's deadly.
Somebody gonna get hurt. Ooh, I'm upset. Somebody gonna get hurt. Ooh, I'm hurt. Somebody else gonna get hurt. All that emotion. When you really think about it, the lack of emotional control is what will cause someone to say, okay, that dude there took out a whole family. Free him. That lack of emotional control is what will make a mom who knows that this guy who's bringing her daughter home is much too old, and she'll go right along with it and let the daughter go move in with the guy and even marry the guy at some point. The same thing that allowed R. Kelly to end up marrying Aaliyah. These are the types of things that go on in that environment because there is no masculine energy in that environment. Just because you're a man and just because you'll do something to somebody, you'll hurt somebody, you'll do all that, that just means you're emotional. People who respond with violence.
Impulsive. Very impulsive. That's why even your boy, my boy YNW Melly, he get caught up. I mean, even like taking out his own boys inside of the Jeep and get caught, and all evidence against him because it's all based on emotion. Like boom, 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 boom. That's it. Yes, what I mean. He might be a hero, but still, he was hitting on emotions, huh? To a point, he get caught. He get caught on all evidence against him. Okay. See now, if he was thinking on some logical shit, like a strong frame, who knows? He might be able to walk around free, making money after doing his thing. All right. If he just fucking, whether it's right or wrong, but from his point of view, if he just hold a strong frame and a logical frame and just hold back and think, he could be walking away free. If even he take over his boys or not, he could be a free man. No evidence against him. But because emotion, instant, bang, 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 bang.
Violence are afraid of verbal and mental confrontation.
Well,
and that's just the reality of it. So when there is no masculine energy in an environment to lead the people will be led by feminine energy. And in this society, the feminine energy is skewed with false masculinity. So even the feminine energy isn't authentic. So a young boy grows up in an environment and he thinks this is a wonderful thing to just brag about. It's not. It's pretty foul, bro. But it is not nearly as bad as some of the other things that have taken place in that environment. Trust me, I'm a living example. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what your men have to say.
Like you subscribe.
I'm out.
Like you subscribe to him and me. Oh.